Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing, children? I hope all my dear children are safe and happy at home. Yes? Okay. So, shall we start our today's session? Yes. Okay, let's get started. So, we are discussing the parts of speech. We have already discussed two parts of speech, isn't it? Which are they? They are the nouns and pronouns. What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. Names of anything in this world. And what is a pronoun? Pronouns are the words that are used in place of nouns or instead of nouns to avoid the repetition of nouns. Can you tell me some examples for pronouns? Which are they? They are I, me, my, we, us, he, she, it, they, etc. There are many more pronouns. And today we will discuss the third part of speech, that is adjectives. And adjectives is the fourth lesson in your grammar text. So today we will discuss what is an adjective and the types of adjectives. We will discuss demonstrative adjectives and interrogative adjectives. So shall we start? Yes. Now, what is an adjective? If I say Adinath is an obedient boy. Now, can you categorize all these words into different parts of speech? We have studied he, right? He is a pronoun. Is an verb and is an article, and obedient boy. What do you mean by obedient? Obedient means those who obey others. Let it be elders or anyone. So Adinath is an obedient boy. Now, leave obedient boy belongs to which category or which part of speech? We have already studied. Boy belongs to the part of speech noun. And which type of noun is that? It is common noun. Boy is a common noun. Now let's come to the word obedient. Here, what is the word doing? What is the word obedient doing here? Obedient is describing that boy. I could have said Adinath is a boy, but I have used an extra word obedient. Why? I want to describe Adinath. I want to describe his behavior, how he is. I want to describe his nature, that he is an obedient boy or he is a good boy. Adinath is an obedient and good boy. In the second sentence, I have used two adjectives, obedient and good. So these are the words, obedient and good describes the word boy. I am describing that boy, saying that he is a good boy, he is a good-natured boy. So obedient and good are the words that are used to describe the noun boy. Now let's define adjectives. What is an adjective? Adjectives are the words that are used to describe the nouns, that are used to modify the nouns. I hope you understood what is an adjective. Yes. Another example, that is a lovely red rose. Which are the adjectives in this sentence? Lovely and red. Why? Because they are describing the noun rose. They are describing the noun rose. Lovely and red are the adjectives in this sentence. So adjective is a word or words that are used to modify the nouns or that are used to describe the nouns. So I hope you understood what is an adjective. Yes? For example, Mary is a beautiful girl. Here, which is the adjective? It is beautiful. Why beautiful? Because I am describing that girl. I am describing her physical appearance. How she looks. She looks so beautiful. So beautiful is the adjective. Okay? In case of boys, if I say John is a handsome boy. Here, which is the adjective? Handsome is the adjective because handsome is a word that is used to describe the noun boy. I hope you understood what is an adjective and its function. Yes? Okay. Now let's move to the types of adjectives. First, we will discuss demonstrative adjectives. We have already studied demonstrative pronouns, isn't it? Yes. So, which are the four demonstrators? The four demonstrators are this, that, these and those. This and that is used to refer to singular nouns, refer to singular persons, animals or things. These and those is used to refer to plural nouns. Plural nouns means It can be any persons, places, animals or things. And this and these used to refer to nouns which are near to us. That and those is used to refer to nouns which are far away from us. So these things we have already discussed, the usages of this, that, these and those, isn't it? Now let's see demonstrative adjectives in detail. So adjectives that are used to modify the nouns or used to describe the nouns in order to point out specific persons, places, animals or things, we use demonstrative adjectives. So why do we use demonstrative adjectives? So demonstrative adjectives are the adjectives that are used to point out specific persons, animals or things in order to refer to particular nouns. In order to refer to particular nouns, we use demonstrative adjectives. For example, give me that book. So we use that in order to mention or refer to things that are far away from us. So I'll say, give me that book. So that is the demonstrative adjective and book is a noun. So demonstrative adjectives, it comes before the nouns. It always comes before the nouns. It cannot stand alone. It always needs the support of a noun. So demonstrative adjectives, it will be always followed by a noun. It's so tired or so lazy that it cannot stand alone. It needs the support of whom? It needs the support of nouns. Okay. For example, this shirt is made in India. This shirt is made in India. So here which is a noun? Shirt is a noun. Here I am using the word this in order to describe which shirt. I am pointing to a particular shirt. I want to mention about only this shirt. So this is a word used to describe that shirt and I am pointing out that particular shirt. For that I use this. Okay. Next, those mangoes are rotten. Suppose some mangoes are there in the tree and I would say those mangoes are rotten. That's why I didn't pluck that mangoes. So those mangoes are rotten means those mangoes are spoiled. It's not good to eat now. So that mangoes are far away from me. That's why I told those mangoes. Next, these people are politicians. Some people are standing nearby and I'm introducing those persons to you. So I will say these people are politicians. These is used to refer to nouns that are near to me. Okay. So this, that, these and those are the demonstrative adjectives. And demonstrative adjectives are used to point out specific or particular persons or things that we are talking about, so that we don't get confused which things we are referring to, which persons we are referring to. Okay, so let's move to the interrogative adjectives. From the name itself, interrogative, you will get the meaning. Interrogate means to ask. So in order to ask questions, we use three interrogative adjectives, which are the which, whose and what. Which are the three interrogative adjectives? Which, whose and what is the interrogative or are the interrogative adjectives. Now let's see when we use which, whose and what. Which is used to make choice. The question word which is used to make a choice between two options. If there are two options and we have to select one from that two options, then we use the question word which. And if we just have to make a choice, we can use the question word what. Not to make a choice between two options. If we want to ask a general question, we can ask what. The question word whose is used to ask who something belongs to. I want to know the owner of that person or thing. I want to know to whom does that belongs to. I want to know it is whose belonging. For that, I will use the question word whose. And just like demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives or these interrogative words like what, which and whose are followed by a noun. Again, interrogative adjectives also cannot stand alone. It also needs the support of nouns. So it will be followed by a noun. For example, which song do you like to listen to? That is an interrogative adjective. Which song? Song is a noun. So I have used the interrogative adjective which before the song or which before the noun, so it becomes an interrogative adjective. Suppose if I ask which is your favorite song, then it won't be an interrogative adjective. Why? because after which I haven't used any nouns. I have used a helping verb or a verb is. So it's not an interrogative adjective. Okay. If I ask, which color do you like or which color do you prefer? So it becomes interrogative adjective because after which I have used the noun color. For example, if I use which is your favorite color, again it is not an interrogative adjective because after which there is no noun. There is no noun, only a verb is followed by which. So it is not an interrogative adjective. I hope you understood the difference, isn't it? Yes. Another example, what movie are you watching? If I ask such a question, it is an interrogative adjective. What movie? Movie is a noun. So I have used what before the noun movie. So it is an interrogative adjective. Now if I say which is your favorite movie? That is not an interrogative adjective because which is not followed by any nouns. Another example with whose book is this? So after whose, it is followed by a noun book. Whose book? So it is an interrogative adjective. So these are the interrogative adjectives. I hope you understood what is a demonstrative adjective and what is an interrogative adjective. And now I am sure that you can complete the textual exercises. Yes? So you have to complete the textual exercises B and C in page number 64 in your grammar text. I hope you all will do the textual exercises. Yes? Okay, let's conclude our session here. I hope you all understood today's topic clearly. Okay, let's wind up the session. See you in the next class.